And we get to talk about Josh Maja, a forward. Bright is still here with me. Josh, I would like us to still retain talking about Josh Maja. And of course, we can see what he's already doing. He's got the winner in the game over the weekend for them. A 1-0 win for West Bromwich Albion. And well, we have a star-studded attack, but Josh Maja, don't you think he's making, claims for at least the call-up at this rate?
I agree with you. I think when a player excels like this, especially when the national team, we agree with is is desperate in need of qualifications for both the African Nations Cup and the World Cup. It's also nice that you invite young players like this to try out their trade, with the national team, especially with the kind of form they have. And West Bromwich has been a traditional team, or in the EPL before their relegation in the championship. So if you're looking at the profile of the club and the player, I think it fits that narrative.
Okay. Well, there's a sensation in Spain to talk about Lamine Yamal. I'm sure you want to talk about him as well. 17 years old still. And that Trivela pass will be talked about, I can imagine, for a long, long time in football. I mean, a great assist for Rafinha as well, who is another player that got on the... It was on the end of that Trivela pass. It was an assist for him, by the way. But these two on the wings have combined well for Barcelona this season, and they are just on fire.
Of course, this is how legends are born. And I think it has nothing to really do with the age of the player. When you are good, you are good. And I mean, has shown this. Even from the last Euros. How much of it, eye on goal that he has. And it's exciting to see players like this. Take on the initiative at the early age. And start becoming technical, and he's a very technical and gifted player. So, it's so exciting to see, the combination between him and Rafinha at the moment. Also and it's also spurred, by the new signings also in forward, that Danny Olmo that they have. You can see that there's a little bit flexibility in that forward line, and then they have a little coach in the form of Lewandowski. So it's a good start for Barcelona generally, and you can see why the kid has also improved on last season.
Okay, and still talking about players in Spain, and this one, the Ballon d'Or contender, a strong one, Vinicius Junior. Not a lot has clicked for Real Madrid in attack, especially since the arrival of Kylian Mbappe. But you could see Vinicius Junior still retaining some consistency in terms of his numbers. 3 goals and 4 assists so far in 6 appearances in La Liga. And he's not stepping his foot off the gas.
Yes, I agree with Vinicius is a top player. I think that it's high time that these laurels start coming in. I think he would always put up those figures because of the team that he plays. Real is quite attacking, and when a team has a lot of goal in them, the players also are also the recipients of these laurels. So I think where I would like to also chip in also is the shenanigans. I think that the player too can also reduce more of the pitch and focus more on the pitch, because I know he's got a lot to offer. So Vinicius is somebody who has been in the center of different media controversies, and most notable for racism. But I think that has been a voice also of the pitch also. I think we need that to tone it down a bit and focus more. I think he has more to give on the pitch, both club and country. He's an aggressive player. It reminds me of players from the past, like Obafemi Martins, because of that pace and drive. I'm not surprised about it. I would love to even see this start more for the national team, because I know that he's, he's got it, and you can see, from the last two games that the Super Eagles have played, that he started those games. So it's just to show you the kind of confidence that the players is riding on. He had over 25 plus goal contribution last season. And he has started the season again. With three goals and one assist. So Victor is somebody to show us his goods, and yes, I'm not surprised again.
Okay, but look, with Victor, I'm sure he wants to replicate some of those performances in the national team colours, but it's not been the entire story for him, especially in the September window. You saw his performances. What does he have to do to translate the performances for his club side to the national team?
I think for us to really see Victor also perform at the same level that he does for Bayer Leverkusen, I think largely on our style of play as a football team. So I think when we start playing to suit that style of play, so we start seeing more of Victor in the national team.
Okay. Now, let's, of course, talk about an Egyptian star, Omar Mamouche. Started the season on fire and also got a winner for his side, this time against Borussia Mönchengladbach. He plays for Eintracht Frankfurt in Germany. And 4 goals in 4 appearances is not a bad return at all.
At all, at all, and it's off to fly. I think he's one of the top three players in Africa according to goal contributions at the moment. But it's a decent start for the season for Eintracht Frankfurt. I think they sit in the top five of the Bundesliga at the moment. So I expect more from Mamouche, especially due to the form that generally the Egyptian players they are riding on their success at the Olympics, and part of it also is also shown in the World Cup qualifiers and the African qualifiers as well. So I expect more from the from the next games that they have to play.
Okay, so let's, of course, take a look at results from across the top 5 leagues in Europe. And we start in Germany. Augsburg considering a 3-2 defeat to Mainz at home. VfB Bochum played a 2-2 draw against Austria Kiel. And of course, they started the season brilliantly but lost this time to Freiburg 3-0. And that was at home. Union Berlin claimed a 2-1 victory at home to Hoffenheim. Werder Bremen, of course, they fell to 5 goals by Bayern Munich, who continued from where they left up in the UEFA Champions League against Dynamo Zagreb, scoring 5 after scoring 9. Eintracht Frankfurt also picked up a 2-0 victory. Of course, Mamouche got on the scoring act in that one. Bayer Leverkusen in a 3-lane 7-goal thriller. They won against Wolfsburg. And VfB Stuttgart today defeated Borussia Dortmund 5-1. That was a scalp in the German Bundesliga. St. Pauli and RB Leipzig played a goalless stalemate. And I'll move next to the La Liga. Deportivo Alaves, of course, produced an upset against Sevilla. They won 2-1. Real Valladolid played a goalless stalemate against Real Sociedad. Osasuna played a 2-1 victory against Las Palmas. Valencia picked up a 2-0 win against Girona. Real Madrid 4-1 winners against Espanyol. And Getafe played a 1-0 draw against Leganés. Athletic Club Bilbao played a 3-1 win against Celta Vigo. Villarreal fell short at home, and Barcelona were on a 5-star performance. Rayo Vallecano also played a 1-0 draw against Atletico Madrid. And of course, the English top flight, the Premier League, Chelsea starting the weekend in brilliant fashion. 3-0 winners against West Ham United away from home. Aston Villa also hit 3 past Wolverhampton Wanderers, who got consolation. 3-1 it ended. Same scoreline between Fulham and Newcastle United, with Fulham the winners. And Southampton played a 1-0 draw against Ipswich Town in a battle of newcomers. Tottenham Hotspur also played a 3-1 win against Brentford. Leicester City against Everton, 2 struggling sides so far, of course, played a 1-0 draw. Liverpool back to winning ways in the Premier League, 3-0 winners against Bournemouth. Crystal Palace a goalless stalemate against Manchester United in that one, and it was a case of 2-2 draws. First against in the game between Brighton and Hove Albion against Nottingham Forest, and then the big one of course, a controversy and drama, but then it ended 2-2 between Pep Guardiola's Manchester City and Mikel Arteta's Arsenal. And that's the much we'll take. Thank you very much, Bright, for being a part of the show. And of course, we always love to have you. We look forward to the next time.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, Ayeb.
Yeah, you're welcome. And of course, thank you very much for watching the show. You can be part of what we do on social media. The handle to follow on all platforms is at Afrosport TV. Also, you can get the latest news on our website. Afrosportnow.com is the address. Also, watch us live from any part of the world. Afrosportlive.com.ng is the address to watch us live. My name is LAMINE. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, it's bye for now.